Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel and welcome to the continuation of the back cowl neck dress tutorial. So I already have the part 1 on the channel, which is the drafting part. So if you haven't done that, please do that and let's get into this tutorial. So I'll be using this satin fabric. I have 2 meters of it, and yeah, it's a lilac color, but the camera is giving off a new color. So yeah, if you see that the colors of the fabric is changing during the tutorial, please note that it's the same fabric. So I did fold my fabric on the bias like you see, and then laid my front pattern and then cut it out. After cutting, I did also fold the fabric on bias for the back pattern and cut it out. So these are the patterns, both were cut on the bias. So with the front pattern, what I'm going to do is to mark out the darts. So I pushed a pin through the pointed part of the dart, and then I used my pencil to mark out where the pin came out on both sides, on the wrong side of the fabric. And then for the dart legs, I use my scissors to notch it just a little bit. You don't have to cut it too big. So once I have that, I'll just use my pencil, or if you have a chalk, use it to connect the darts. So marking the dart on the fabric before stitching will make it easier, because also this is a satin fabric, and you know satin fabrics are very slippery and smooth, so this will make it much easier. So I'll go on and repeat the same process on the other side of the dress. I'll use my pencil and my ruler to connect the darts. And once I have that, I will then pin it up before stitching. It also helps to give you a nice and perfect dart. So go ahead and pin the darts. And once you're done pinning it, take it to the machine and stitch it. So this is what I have. I went ahead and ironed it. So I ironed it to the side, not to the middle. So this is the back of the dress, and what I'm going to do is to hem the top part. So I'll just fold it like this twice, about 1/4 inch, twice like this, and then stitch it all the way to the other end. So this is what I have. I went ahead to stitch and ironed it, and I also did the same for the front neckline. So now what I'm going to do is to put the front and the back pieces together. So before I would stitch the sides, I would go ahead and stick a hemming adhesive to the sides. This is to reinforce the sides and eliminate that gathering effect when you stitch a satin dress. So this is how it looks like. I just used the steam from my iron to place it there. Don't put your iron on it because it's going to stick on the bottom of the iron. So I just pinned it up and then head over to my sewing machine and stitch. So now I'm just taking out the hemming adhesive. So for the straps, what I'm going to do is to measure the armholes. So each of my armholes measures 10 inches. So that twice of that will give me 20 inches. So you can see this one also measures 10 inches. So now I have 20 inches. And then for the back, I would divide my bust measurement in half plus 5 inches. So whatever your bust is, divided by 2 plus 5 inches. And then for the neck extension, I just did 6 inches on both sides. So you add up all this measurement and then you use it to cut your strap. So this is the strap, and it's a continuous strap. So with all the measurements added together, whatever length you have, you cut your straps, and remember you cut it on the bias. So now what I'm going to do is to fold the strap in half like this, and then I would mark my bust measurement divided by 2 plus the 5 inches. So I would divide that in half and then mark it from the center to wherever it ends. So that's the mark you see. I marked it on both sides of the strap. So what I'm going to do now is to pin from that mark up to the neckline of the dress, so like this, and then pin it all the way up. So I would have that extra 6 inches hanging at the neckline. So once I'm done pinning down, I will go ahead and stitch it. I will do the same on the other side of the armhole. So I pinned the strap in the wrong side of the dress, that is the inside part of the dress. So that is what I did, and then I'll trim the allowance down, and then I'll do that on the other side of the armhole as well. And then what I'm going to do now is to fold into the right side, so about a quarter of an inch, and then fold it down like this, and then stitch very close to the ends. So I'll just fold it, pin it up all the way to the other side of the strap, to the end of the strap. Once I have everything pinned up, I'll head over to my sewing machine and stitch it up. So this is what I have. Now what you see me doing is I did make a strap that measures 7 inches. So that is what I'm attaching to the strap that is hanging on the back. So I'll put it there and then fold in about half an inch and pin it up like this, and then this is how it's looking. So I would attach it to one of the strap hanging on the neckline and fold in also another half inch and then pin it like this. It can be on any side of the strap hanging on the neck, it doesn't really matter. So once I pin it, this is how it should be looking, and then I'll fold in the ends of the neck straps as well. So I'll pin on both sides. I'll do the same thing for the other side like this. So once this is done, I will take it to the sewing machine and then stitch all the ends. So this is what I have now, and I also attach my hook and eye to the ends of the neck strap like this, so that will go round the back neck. So the last thing I have to do on this dress is to just finish the sides with my serger or knitting machine, and then with the hem I'll just fold it in and stitch. So this is what I have. The dress is now finished, everything is done, so I'll be putting it on for you guys to see how it looks like. So this is how it looks on. I really like it. Everything came out so perfect. I like the texture of this satin fabric, and the back also came out just like I wanted. You can see the cowl effect over there. I hope you did like it too. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll be coming your way soon with another fun and interesting tutorial. So stay tuned and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.